Edmund lived in a house during the pandemic with his wife and 2 kids. Life was difficult, and they were losing their minds. That's when they heard a voice from the phone. "It's time to do another Kickstarter, Edmund. This Kickstarter must feature a giant expansion to 4 souls. Reprint all the old cards and present them in an amazing collectible box." "Yes, Lord. Anything," Edmund replied. "It must also contain tons of Isaac-themed merchandise that people can add to their order. Even if they don't want the card game, all backers should have access to this one-stop Isaac shop." "Yes." "It will feature limited edition promo cards drawn by amazingly cool artists, and even cameo cards from other games and series. And social goals! We need social goals! Super crazy stuff for fans to enjoy and celebrate 10 years of the binding of Isaac. And you should draw people and sign stuff and do tons of live streams and interviews. You must spread the word of Isaac to the world. Make this the biggest Kickstarter ever. Give the fans every single thing they could ever ask for. Make all their wildest dreams come true." Without thinking, Edmund agreed to this, and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
We're live. Hello, everybody. Can you hear us okay? You hear the baby? What is she eating?
Da da da. Da da da.
Hello, everyone. I hope it sounds okay. What did you have in her mouth?
Frito.
A Frito. Frito Bandito. We are, oh yeah, okay, so we're here and everybody's talking and I can't read a fucking thing you're saying. It's just nonsense to me.
I will become back my money.
That's all it says. So we're doing this Kickstarter thing, right? We're going to do this Kickstarter thing. We've got 59 minutes until then.
This is me trying to read the chat. Hey, Minnie.
This is Minnie. This little forehead. This tiny little forehead.
No.
Oh, she wants. What does she want?
She's harnessing her chi.
Her full name is Minnow. Peach is asleep. Thank God, because you would be hearing lots of weird noises. And I think we'll start it off with your burning Kickstarter questions. I want to answer everything you're worried about before this thing starts to the best of my ability. And if I don't know, I have Javon on my phone. There's also an animal. It says animal detected in the front 4 minutes ago. Animal in the front?
Something in the back.
Homeless person in the back. You guys want to ask some of your questions about what the fuck's going on with this Kickstarter? Because I'm sure you've got some questions, and I've got some answers. Oh, you're asking questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop the chat and I'm gonna scroll up, and I'm gonna answer some of these questions here. Let's see here. Can you read any of these things? Because I feel like
Does the big box come with the gold expansion?
The big box comes with the gold expansion if you buy the full collection.
No.
That's an easy one. So the big box, default big box tier, which is $65, comes with Requiem and the big box. The full collection comes with essentially the gold box. The base game, the gold box pack that was in the gold box, as well as 4 Souls Plus. And those are all updated card art, wording, and rebalanced. There's a handful of rebalanced cards. All right, what's next?
What is this? Can I trade in my first Kickstarter for credit towards this one?
Yeah, you can actually. You go to eBay and you sell it, and you'll probably get a good amount of money. You'll definitely probably get, even used, if your cards are in good condition, you will get more than you will be paying for it again if you buy it again here. So that's always good. But don't worry, your cards all still work together, and you can just buy the expansion.
Is there a tier or any way to get access to the card art and not card form?
That is something. So, we're totally up to whatever you guys want, like for real. And if in the end we end up doing, so, for those of you who don't know, we are doing alternate art cards for every 1,000 backers we get. Now, if we do as well as we did last time, we'll have 38 alt art cards, and that will be fucking cool. It would be even better if we went over that. The alt art cards are fully playable, and if we wanted to do full art cards without any playability to them, there's a possibility we could do that, but we'd need a lot of you to actually care that much about it. Javon is here. Javon's here. Hi, Javon. I hope your kids are asleep, and Erica's massaging your shoulders, and I hope you have a good night. I'm gonna try to read these to the best of my dyslexic ability. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. This has nothing to do with 4 Souls, but I'll still answer it. Somebody asked if I was approached by Nintendo, would I allow them to put Isaac in Smash Brothers? I would allow Nintendo to put anything in me or Smash Brothers. They have free reign to whatever they would like to do with me, my body, and or my things that come out of my body. I will do whatever Nintendo wants for Smash Brothers. What are the dimensions of the big box? We don't completely know. Javon's doing the math there. He wants it to hold over 1,000 cards. That's the goal. So we can hold all the cards that exist now, which is about 700 something cards, but maybe a lot more in the end. And it's got to hold over 1,000 cards sleeved. That's the goal. So maybe eventually we'll do another small expansion or something.
So everybody is, I see how many people are worried about delivery cost. Everybody is always worried about the delivery cost. Shipping is expensive. Shipping is getting more expensive.
Delivery stuff sucks. But Javon, so I'll say this, and it's kind of like it kind of sucks for Javon because he did a lot of work to get the cost of shipping down. But it's probably going to be the equivalent of the previous Kickstarter, if not a little more, because everything has gone up. But it might be a little less. We'll have to really see. We'll post the breakdowns of everything on there, and we're going to try to consolidate it. So like the breakdowns will give you like, oh, you know, it's $18 to ship the big box, and it's $20 to ship the bigger box, and the collection costs $24 or whatever else. I'm making it up as I go. But if you end up getting multiple things, we'll try to consolidate shipping to make sure that actually makes sense. But shipping is expensive. It's really expensive.
The box
especially
cards is expensive. I mean, not expensive, heavy, so
yeah.
It's expensive.
Especially shipping to South America. I don't know what's going on with that but Mexico and Brazil, like, it costs a lot more. Shipping to Europe actually doesn't cost. It costs, I think, the least, which I was surprised by. But I'm learning. And it's all Javon's handiwork. He's been working his ass off for quite a while here to try to get you guys the best possible deal on everything. But I know shipping is the bane of every Kickstarter's existence or any kind of shipped product. I understand. But we'll try our best to keep costs down just in general and try to give you guys as much as possible to make up for the shipping costs. But I know how it sucks. But it is reality. Don't look at the shipping cost and think, oh my god, I can't believe they're charging this much. We're not doing it. This is just what it costs to ship. It really
costs that much to ship it.
And you know, and Javon finds stations different places, and gets those places to ship out so you can save on this, this, and this. You know, he works his magic and
the chat's not moving.
Well, because I paused it here so we can read it. But
I can only read it when it's going fast.
the thankless job of Javon that puts in so much work to get the cost down, and everybody yells at him about it. Do you want to read? Because again, if my stress level is high, this looks like nonsense to me. I can scroll down a little if you want me to.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, how's this?
Are there going to be any end is nigh cards?
Well, you know, we'll just have to see what happens. The Warp Zone packs are pretty fucking exciting. Designing them has been really, really fun. And I'll tell you this without, you know, revealing the magic behind the scenes. I designed as many as I possibly could, and I'm tying it to unlocks. We have 10. If you guys can keep going and just steamroll them, the faster you do them, the more we can unlock. I would love it if we could do 12. I'm a little worried that we won't have enough time, but I want to see everything happen, and it's, you know, it's all fun stuff. Actually removed anybody who's here from the last Kickstarter. What we do is we do social goals on social media.
Get social.
Yeah, get social. And I ask you to do a bunch of weird shit, and you do it, and if you clear 4 of the 5 things, then we move into the next zone, unlock a bunch of cards. All those cards unlock for the Requiem expansion, and they're Warp Zone cards this time. And there's more than just 1 or 2 cards. There could be, I think there's between 4 and 6 or 4 and 6 cards per pack. And maybe more as it goes, depending, because I've been getting contacted by a few different developers who want in, and I assume that we can get some more. There's some kind of dream ones that I'm not super familiar with, so I can't reach out to these people, but I'll definitely try to go through you guys and see if you really want these things. Maybe we can make it happen. But the faster you do them, the more crazy shit goes on, and we can just keep throwing them in, and I'll just improvise as we go.
I
just
know
like
what
last time.
everybody wants.
What does everybody want?
Can't remember what it's called.
Oh, that was good. That was worth it. Okay, how long is this for? I can read that. It's in fucking bold cap letters.
Oh, thank you.
It is for a month. It ends on the 30th. It says it's for 31 days, but there's 30 days in this month coming. So I don't know how that's going to work, Javon. Can you read any more of these? Are there any add-ons that haven't been spoiled yet? I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, for sure there are add-ons that haven't been spoiled yet. And I'll tell you this, there are add-ons that are being worked on right now. And one of those hopeful add-ons is the Baby Plum plush, which Javon is currently trying to figure out cost and feasibility, shipping, and all that good stuff for. So hopefully at some point during the Kickstarter, we will announce that and say, yes, we're doing it. And again, we're open to suggestions. And that's the reason why the Baby Plum plush exists, period, is because when I started to talk about plush on Twitter, everybody's like, Baby Plum plush, Baby Plum plush. And I was like, well, I didn't think you guys wanted that. You said you wanted Monstro, so if you want the Baby Plum plush,
which is it?
And let's try to make that happen. And Javon's like, I think I can make it happen. Maybe like a little bit into the Kickstarter, hopefully. So if you've got things that are realistically feasible for us to make in time, like a figurine is not going to probably happen.
Wow.
But plush or other things along those lines, or any wacky ideas that you have that you think would be really cool, tell us.
A viral dance? No?
That is... Hey, that's not a bad...
Do the eyes.
Oh, yeah, but wait, it looks like too much like this.
Shit.
You guys will have to make it up. I think that's a good... I think we just came up with a social goal. Where were you when I was writing these things and you were spell checking them?
Taking care of our 2 children.
No.
Eating Fritos on the couch.
Make up an Isaac dance. That is a good one. Put that down. Write that down. Someone remind me.
Post it on the TikTok.
Yeah. Do TikTok your Isaac dance. Okay, I've scrolled down. I've scrolled down to your insane ramblings. What is this?
Little Bubba.
Mom's foot plush. Come on.
You can buy that type of thing at a special store.
A special store for special people. Is there any possibility of an add-on of special sleeves? This was something that we went through last Kickstarter. Turns out it is stupid expensive to have a bunch of sleeves made. And hi. Hi.
Dada.
And in order to have them made, we have to make them with backs that represent each of the decks, then the characters, then the starting items, then the bonus souls, so they don't get all mixed up and confused, right? And in order for that to happen, you have to make a shitload of different. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, we got really excited because we thought that's probably super easy, and then it was not.
No, it's expensive. It's expensive, and when I think we even told you guys, I did a poll last time 2 years ago, and I said like, hey, would you guys buy it for this amount of money? And you're like, no, and then you have to pay for shipping for all those things wherever. Trust me, it's just not worth it. If you want to sleeve it, just sleeve them with the cheapest perfect fit sleeves you got. That's what I do with mine. If I had it around, so we just moved into this place. That's why there's like
a head grab.
That's why there's shit covering up the walls and stuff. It's still being worked on, and our stuff isn't really unpacked. I don't have an office. I'm in the living room, but that's fine. It's a nice living room.
It said, how do you eat your skunk?
Another animal detected. I gotta check this animal out. There's gonna be a big reveal coming. It's Javon. It's Moxie.
Outside?
Yeah. Do you want to let her in? I'll hold the baby.
Where?
In the front. Are you scared?
In the front door?
Yeah.
Okay.
She must have gone out when I did the garbage. You look ridiculous. Why are you looking at this? You think this is oh, you're looking at the light? So, that's why we're not doing those add-ons. Yeah. those sleeve add-ons. No, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Where are we going here? A guide. Wait. Will I ever make a guidebook for the Ayzek tarot cards? You don't really need a guidebook. You just, I believe it's, well, coins are pentacles, hearts are cups, bombs are wands, and keys are swords. You just do it like the tarot. Everything's represented correctly. It'd be nice to reprint those things. I have a few copies myself, so if I end up doing like mystery boxes, please don't pull that. If I end up doing mystery boxes, I'll definitely include some of the remaining ones that I have, but that's for a different date. Well, okay, Mom's leg lamp. Trust me, Mom's leg lamp would be great. As somebody who owns a lamp that's a replica of the lamp from Christmas Story, that would be so great. And maybe one day somebody will want to do it, but that's not going to happen right now.
Baby.
Can't see her.
More.
Bloat plush with removable eyes. You know, that was actually a thing that we were looking into making, and then we did a bunch of polls, and like you guys just suggested the bloat for the memes, and it turns out that statistics showed that you wouldn't actually buy it. And the one that you would buy the most was Monstro. So we did that. And then it turned out that was also wrong because Baby Plum came out and you want that more. So we're doing both. Are you doing... see? This is why it's difficult for me.
Are you doing to balance them for the cards? They seem so OP sometimes.
So, a few cards got rebalanced, just a handful of cards got nerfed, and a bunch of starting items got buffed. That will be in the rebalance pack. It comes with a big box, and it comes with Requiem. Of course, if you just rebuy the base game or buy the full collection, then everything will be updated, and you won't have to worry about it at all. But yes, some items are stronger than others, but this is a social game. It's a 4-player game, much like you know, Commander if you play Magic. So there's a lot going on there that isn't just about power level of single cards, because it's more about how you play and how you utilize those cards. Even if you have something that steamrolls everyone, the best card in the game is not going to beat 3 players trying to fuck you over. And with the Requiem expansion, it's very geared towards the ability to mess with players more social interaction, both positive and negative. So don't worry about it. Trust me, it's fine.
How much is it for?
How much is it for? It's for a lot. You know, it's for it's for however much you want to pay. Okay, I posted this on Twitter. I'll go through it here. So, the base game, the 2nd edition base game that comes with the gold box expansion, and that's only exclusive to Kickstarter. So, like, when we reprint the base game, it won't have this in it. So this is this Kickstarter exclusive again. That's $40. The Requiem expansion that just comes with all the Requiem cards and everything that will unlock for Requiem is $35. The big box tier, which is a large box that will hold the base game, well, basically the collection, plus a little bit more room in case we do more expansions. And then it has another row to hold a bunch of other stuff. It comes with 10 heart counters, a new bloody bag, a new official dice. We didn't have enough time to make like a nice weighted official dice that has Isaac's face on it for the previous Kickstarter, because it actually takes like 6 to 8 months or something to make dice. It's pretty crazy.
That was another one that we thought was easy, and I was like, ooh, that was a lot of...
We did eventually do it.
Yeah.
And we'll be bringing it back. Look, spoiler over here. Look at this. You hear this?
They can see it a little bit.
No, they can't.
That doesn't work.
Don't report me. It's dice. Well, it's dice. I'm going to do, in like 20 minutes, I'm going to start doing some unboxings to just kind of show you some of the cool stuff from the previous Kickstarter in case you missed it. Because a lot of it's going to return, and it's cool to kind of show it off. And I had some stuff in the garage, and I wanted to open it. So I thought it would be fun. I'm going to scroll down.
Oh, I saw
How do other people read this?
I saw something.
What?
It was, is the card texture and quality going to be the same as the...
Yeah. Okay. So those of you who are following along, we made a base game. The base game had textured... Check this out. It lives. Doesn't look as bright red as it's coming off in this. You see the texture on this card? Yes, it's the same texture that the cards were originally. I don't know what that's called.
It's like bicycle playing card texture.
Yes, it is. So it's a very durable texture. You can bend it, and there's not much issue. Like, it's a really durable texture. Who wants this? I'll sign it. Look how durable this is. You get to get this shipped to you, and it won't even take a beating at all. It's basically mint.
That shipped to you.
Who wants this? Who wants this? I'll ship it to you. Look, I'll sign it. Here goes. Let me just sign it. There. You guys get that? Who wants this in their box?
This is the kind of quality you can expect.
Oh, yeah, I'll sign the back. Oh. Well. Wait, that's the front. Here it is.
Can I tell a story?
I dropped the pen.
Is there time for a story?
Yeah, there's time for a story.
There was a time when Ed wanted...
I'll sleeve it. I know what you're gonna talk about.
There was a time when Ed wanted magic cards from people. And he would trade, like, drawings or whatever they wanted back. But he just, like, if you have old magic cards that you don't play with anymore, send them to me. Excuse me. And this person, I apologize if you're in here. It was probably like 10 years ago. This person sent a substantial, like, probably like that many magic cards. They looked like they had been left out in the rain. I'm not over-exaggerating. I have a picture somewhere. Left out in the rain, ran over several times. You know how, like, paper looks when it's been had concrete or asphalt pushed up through it. Maybe a few snails. And when I mentioned that to the person, like, yeah, we got them. Like, I thought it was, I don't know. They didn't think it was very funny.
They were eaten by snails. It was not an exaggeration. They literally looked like they had been run. So it was so comically insane that I thought, ha ha, like, this is a good joke. This guy sent me his collection and he destroyed it on purpose. And as a joke, presented it to me. And I even responded with like, yeah, you know, I got it. And he's like, did you get the cards? Like, yes, I got the cards. And then he's like, they're a little damaged. And I said, yeah. And he's like, well,
what do I
can
get?
I get this, and this? Do they have any value? And I was like, ha ha. And he's like,
block.
he's like, no, I mean, were they cards that you could use?
Like,
and I'm like,
you couldn't read the text on them. That's how
I'm
bad
like,
they were.
there's no way. And I think I said it, like, there's no way that you can be serious that you think that those cards had value. They were completely destroyed. And he's like, sorry, I don't know. They were valuable when I played with them when they were a deck. And I said, I am sorry, but I thought you were joking. By the way, here's the card. Somebody's going to get that in their mystery box.
I'm going to look for the picture because I have the picture and I am not, you will see.
But the answer to the original question.
What was the original question?
Was the textures of the cards.
And the quality.
So, when we printed 4 Souls Plus.
Would you stop
And we tried to do foil cards. The printer changed because we needed a printer that could do that. And the quality of the cards changed. The card stock was slightly thicker, especially for foil cards. And the cards were they didn't have that texture at all to them. So they could be identified if you weren't using sleeves, which kind of sucked. And we're rectifying it at this point to make sure that every single card printed in this print run is from the same print run. So they're all going to be the same texture. And we're not going to do foils, at least not, you know, it was an experiment, and those cards are worth a lot of money now. But I don't think we're going to do foils. I don't think foils are realistic because you can't really get that texture with foils, so the backs are never going to look correct. But it is possible to do foil characters and starting items since they don't need to be shuffled. So that is a possibility, possibly as an unlock down the road. Something me and Javon can kind of talk about if you guys want it as something that we can upgrade or add a pack that you can buy, or I don't know. All right, where are we?
Bring back the spray painted flies. Oh. Oh, I actually painted those with wait, now are we talking about the flies that I painted blue? I would dab those with some acrylic paint. Or are we talking about the dead flies? And maybe we had talked about spray painting them from the other Kickstarter.
So they're talking one of the thousands of flies that you've painted over the years.
Yeah, you're either talking about something from like 2 years ago or something from like 10 years ago.
Oh, somebody's asking about the possibility of a Meat Boy Warp Zone card. I do not have the rights to Meat Boy. That is a Team Meat IP. I've had multiple people contact me saying that they're trying to get Team Meat to okay it. And the response generally is, like, we'll look into it or consider it, which I believe is a big fat no. I've heard nothing from them. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't even think it's worth going down that direction. You know, it is what it is. So, and I haven't talked to anybody there in over 5 years. So, possibility is slim to none. That said, Mama! That said,
you're so sweet.
I am... The fucking Warp Zone stuff that we have planned is astounding. And there are a lot of really cool developers out there who just want to have fun like me and do some crazy shit. And I'm excited to show them to you because there are a lot of them and you will be floored. There's some unexpected surprises. All right. Okay. Yeah, okay, we did the flies. Okay, what are you... Jesus Christ, folks. I barely scroll down. You still talking.
I've seen new stained glass sticker. After... I know what... Oh, I know.
There won't be a new stained glass sticker. But I have been talking to an artist about doing character stickers, and I hope to do that. What, you have an idea?
That the art that we saw today would be.
Don't talk about that.
I can just say art that I saw today.
Yeah, no, but that would be nice. There are some amazing artists out there. There really are. I'm so impressed. Like, the coolest part of this Kickstarter thus far has been interacting with some phenomenally talented people. And, of course, I contacted a lot of really well-known, famous artists and, paid good money to get you guys some cool cards. But
hold this baby for a second.
I also got to interact with a lot of fans who just also happen to be artists. And I can tell you, without offending the really classically trained artists that are 80 years old that aren't watching this, without offending them, that some of the fucking coolest art for the alt art cards that I've seen are coming from people who offered to just, hey, how's $20 and I'll do this. And it's like, what? Like, this is fucking amazing. Why aren't you, like, why don't everybody know who you are? I'll when we unlock stuff, because people also sent me physical stuff too. And, she just farted. And when we unlock stuff, I'll show you some of the physical stuff because it's just insane. And I want to take the opportunity during the Kickstarter when we unlock those cards from seemingly unknown artists. I want to push the fuck out of them. Make sure you guys give them props and visit their shops and or portfolios and give them more work because they are fucking good.
I'm gonna show you some art that we purchased on the street the other day. There is a homeless man. He's maybe been around for for a couple months.
6 months.
He's pretty new.
4 to 6.
And he sits by this tree.
He's by the comic shop downtown by Comicopolis. No,
Atlantis.
not Comic Atlantis. Sorry.
And I noticed that he was like making these signs and.
Are you?
Well,
no.
Just fine. Don't take
But look
it
at
away.
her teeth are going through the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Just show him the art.
Oh well, but he's like a super old guy, and he has these signs that are like Justin. I've been on the Cheaters TV show 14 times, which is kind of an odd reference, and a little bit old. He
definitely fell on hard times around the mid to late 2000s.
Yeah, he says he's Justin Bieber's drug coach. So I don't know. If you saw it, it's very funny. Anyway,
I need to take this away from her.
He had this one up. And I wanted this one, and I didn't even realize it was Garfield until after I got it.
Whoa. Smiles are free.
But I still would like to... He said he would draw any cartoon character, so...
Oh, yeah, we gotta... That would be cool to hit him up for a card. That would be pretty amazing. Okay, take this baby.
But he was so lovely.
I'm gonna... Okay. Ask the question. If I didn't answer your questions, which I've answered like 3. Ask them now, and we're going to do rapid fire. So I want to see a wall of questions, and then I'm going to pause it, and then we're going to scroll through and answer them for the next 10 minutes, and then I'm going to start unboxing shit. Okay, are you asking the questions now?
Me?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to stop. We're going to stop right here. Okay. How's this one? What colors do I play in Magic the Gathering? Hey, I'm such a Magic the Gathering elitist that I scoff at that question. I don't play colors. I don't see colors in Magic the Gathering. I draft, and I draft what works. You improvise, and whatever comes, I take. But I like blue and red.
Where is the binky?
Where's the binky? Will the Target exclusives ever be available? They are lost in time, just like everything else. I'm a fan of that. I like having little scarce pieces of things just scattered about the world. So I said I wouldn't reprint them, and I'm not going to, and I'm going to keep my word, and I'm not going to reprint them. You don't need them to play. You don't. And
When he's asleep, I'll okay it.
And it's just a bonus for people who would happen to get it at Target for the year and a half that it was sold there.
I can't find a binky.
Now it's lost in time.
I need the binky.
How does single player work? Good question. I'll give you the basics here. So one of the things we're going to do for this Kickstarter is we're going to actually mark cards. And me and Seven Nut, who is an amazing person, and he has been helping me. He's basically my editor for Four Souls, and also been helping with some design. So mad props to him. We're going to go through and mark all the cards that aren't playable in single player and co-op. And those are the cards that you're going to remove. I'm also going to post a list, and it's not a list of cards for a deck, but it's a list of ratios of how many of what cards should be in a deck of 100. And I'm going to try to you could just put all the cards together and it's fine. But if you really want to play single player or co-op, you're going to want ratio decks of 100. And that can be randomly generated, but I'll give the ratios, and that'll all be readily available. To play single player, you basically play with two characters. You have two characters on the board, randomly chosen, with their starting items. You basically share a hand of 6. And you attack monsters, same as you would be playing normally. All the cards that interact with other players are going to be removed from those decks, as I said. And any bosses or whatever else that force you to do specific things to other players would also probably be removed. You would then use your 8-sided dice, and you would start it at 8, and you essentially have 8 turns to get 4 souls between the two people. And every time you die, or every time both of your turns end, the dice goes down 1. And it's a solitaire challenge game. It's surprisingly simple, but it works quite well, and actually makes you feel pretty smart, because you're basically doing a bunch of crazy math in your head, and then you're going to be rolling dice and trying to manipulate the odds. It's pretty cool, and it also works for co-op. So obviously another person can take over with you, and you can sit down 2 players and play together instead of just versus. But I'll put up the official stuff. The official information will be out probably mid-Kickstarter. I've been too focused on making sure I get all the warp zones, social goals. I mean, the Kickstarter. Getting the Kickstarter ready. I don't have time to actually write that stuff up, but it will happen. Favorite new card? Man, every card I work on and I put up is my next favorite card. There was art for Mega Satan that I recently replaced, and I really like the design of that card. I'm more happy with the designs of the Requiem cards than any expansion. It was kind of weird, like with the base game, you're not going hardcore with a lot of the game's design. There's a lot of vanilla stuff in there that's just to try to get people to learn it, so it's not overwhelming. And now that it's established and a lot of people play it, I could complicate things even more and fiddle around with new mechanics. So Requiem is a kind of an advanced version of the game. It adds a lot of cards that are more advanced, more social, more chaotic, different ways to win, lots of like bonus souls and tainted characters. It's pretty fucking cool, and it definitely improves the game greatly, especially with the room deck, which is 55 cards that are global modifiers for the game that kind of change everything. And if you're playing solitaire or co-op, they raise the difficulty for sure. Will 4 Souls be translated to Spanish? Javon is currently talking to multiple people about the possibility of translation. We're gonna base those off of sales, realistically, and previous sales and current backers. We have statistics on who's buying what, so it's pretty easy to see what areas of the world and what languages they speak, and what is more feasible financially. But Javon's goal is to make sure that it does get translated into at least a few languages, and he hopes to be able to do that. We will see how it goes. I mean, obviously, the better the Kickstarter does, the higher the probability of multiple translations. Okay, I've scrolled down, and I've stopped it. Is it time to crack? No, we're not cracking open product for another 2 minutes. I'm gonna keep answering questions. I'm not gonna reveal anything about Warp Zone stuff. You're not getting any information from me. You won't anticipate what's to come. So don't bother guessing. How much for the 4-player mat? Do I have it up somewhere? Where's the Kickstarter? One sec. Let me look. I can tell you. This is the best part of the stream. Let me go all the way down to add-ons. This beast. 4-player playmat is $40. I'll show you the old playmat. I'm not 100% sure. Javon, can you text me and tell me if the 4-player playmat is exactly the same dimensions as the previous playmat? Well, I know it's 40, Javon. I just looked that up. But is it exactly the same dimensions but different edited art? Same dimensions. I will show you once I'm doing some unboxing. I've got some old playmats over here, and I will show you the dimensions. They're huge. Fucking huge. $40. Was the room deck inspired by Plane Chase? Yeah, I'd say it was somewhat inspired by Plane Chase for sure. It's hard to kind of avoid that similarity. It definitely shakes things up in similar ways. But I think the way I did it is a little more interesting personally. And those of you who don't know how the room deck works, you basically flip over the top card of the room deck, which is a 55 card deck that has some good things, some bad things, some just weird things. And you play with whatever modifier it says. So example, all enemies get +1 damage or something like that. I think that's black champions. At the end of a turn where an enemy or a monster dies, the player gets to choose if they want to keep that room and play or discard it. And there's a lot of group hug stuff in that, which for people who don't play Magic is basically like everybody gets stuff. It's great. So something like everybody loots +1 every turn, or everybody gets to re-roll one dice, every turn. Something that's really good that you usually wouldn't want to change. At some point, though, some asshole is going to change it. And they're going to change it to screw over the guy that's going next. And that social stuff's really, really fun. And the cool thing about that deck, too, is that it's full. It's not just one Battle Royale. I think there are 3 or 4 Battle Royale cards which allow you to attack other players. So you can essentially get revenge. And that is neat. More enamel pins. We're working on that. That's something that we're currently talking about. I definitely want to do it. My dream kind of going into this Kickstarter or even in the future was to do blind box pins with a shitload of items. So you get like 5 pins in a box and then you open them up and you get 5 items, just like a game of Isaac. So I think that would be really cool. Not everybody would like that, but that's one that I think I'd kind of stick to my guns with. I think it's too cool to pass up. And it pays homage to any of you super old school Isaac fans. One of the holy grails of Isaacdom when it comes to merch. I made 101 zines. They were Isaac development zines that had a hand screen printed cover that was numbered, signed, dated, and also came with a hand-drawn item. And it was items 1 through 101. And everybody got a different item that purchased this. And I thought it was one of the cooler things that I did, so I kind of want to do it again. Javon says we will figure out pins. So that's good. He's on it. How big will the big box be? We don't know for sure yet. We have a rough idea. I can get those dimensions from Javon if he has them. If not, they're kind of still up in the air. But that's something you can give us input on. I want it to be able to sit on a shelf well. I also want it to be able to hold at least 1,200 cards and have room for all the extras. I want it to look like a chest. Everything else is kind of up in the air. Originally, we had it as a tainted chest, so it looked all broken and weird. The art that's going up on the Kickstarter is not final. And we can totally change it. Like if it turns out you guys don't like a gold box and you want it to look more dingy and weird, we can totally do that because it's not made yet. I'm going to answer one more question, then I'm going to start opening stuff. Is the game playable with 3 players or more than 4 players? It is playable with 3 players. It plays fine with 3 players. The ideal number of players is 4. If you go above 4, the game's slowed down a lot. 5 is okay. 6 is like the slowest shit in the world and things get really overly complicated. But yes, you can. You totally can. I welcome it. All right, you guys want to open some stuff? I'll answer more questions, of course, after the Kickstarter goes live. But we're going live in 15 minutes, so let's open some stuff. You want to do that? Want to open some stuff? Want to show off some stuff? Want to open these? I'm so burpy right now. I apologize. It's disgusting. So these are the original Unholy Rollers. Focus. You don't want to focus. Why doesn't it want to focus? I thought I had a good webcam. These are the Unholy Rollers. This is what they come in. There is going to be a new set of these printed for the Kickstarter called Holy Rollers. They are 5 custom-made dice. I will open them up. Shit, fuck. All right, first up, we've got this gray dice. Gray dice. All right, the one on the gray dice is a pentagram. Ooh, Book of Belial. I see. The next dice is a clear black and red dice. It likes focusing on that. And if I turn it just right, we got the old cock and balls brimstone. Brimstone right there. And then we've got this one here. It's the red dice. It's Isaac's D6. And of course, you got that little turd on the one. And then we've got this little pinky, this little pink and black dice, which of course has Guppy's paw on it. And it's, I mean, this is what Guppy's little paw looked like. Little pinky beans. And then we've got another gray dice that is tinted. Looks like this. And it's got a little X on the one. These dice are super cool. They feel great. Look at that. Look at that. I actually have quite a few of them. I use them for a game called Magic: The Gathering. And that's that.
That's some ASMR.
Next! Let's do this. All right. Look at this monster. Oh my god. Huh? She never wakes up. All right, I've got...
This is like how Minnie was born.
It is. I saw it. Azazel. Let me fix his little hair so he looks...
You gotta get Minnie looking at this.
Let's get this going here. So the hair is very nice, actually, and you can
touch it.
You want to touch it? You got to get closer to me. This is Azazel. This is being reprinted for the Kickstarter.
Your little leg is in the way.
Oh, my leg's not little, woman. He's going to be $25. Look at how big this is. He's got wings. He's great with kids. He's got his little gimpy horn, and he got his regular horn. And you can totally brush his hair and make him look like the little emo child that he is. Get out of here, hair. Look at that.
Oof.
Why is it? There it is. Oh, this is going the wrong way. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful boy. There he is. That's Azazel. You want to play with Azazel? He's bigger than you. So they're really large. They're quite large. And now I'm going to spoil a plush that you can't get. So this is just going to be a tease because you cannot get this plush. I know. Isn't it terrible? There's going to be new plush. And this is just to show you that when something is printed and it's no longer available, it's just not there anymore. Oh, and it's Guppy. Oh, look at him. Oh. So all of the... Let me form this head a little bit. He's been sitting... You like the kitty? Can you say kitty? Meow meow. This is Guppy. Got Azazel's hair in my mouth.
I know, I got it on my nose.
You can't get him anymore. All of
oh dear.
All of the plush have the same dimension, so they're all Isaac, for the most part. I don't have Isaac around. Oh, Isaac's back behind me. See him back there? That's him. He's on my shoulder. Over here. Oh no! Don't run. Don't fall. Ah. Oh, keep him there. Hold him. All right. Yeah, can't get that. So you better get what you can while it's there, because once it's gone, it's done, and that's that. But Azazel's coming back, and I can tell you that for those of you who missed it, the Blue Baby plush is definitely happening, and what you don't know is it comes with a little plush poo. It does. That's $35, and we don't even have the full prototype visual stuff for this yet, so it's just going to be a mock-up on the page for a little while. But Lilith is going to be the other plush, and she's going to come with a plush incubus, and she'll be the most expensive at $40. And then Monstro is going to be $25, and he'll be like roughly almost basketball size, a big old round thing. But
what's Pog mean?
It means yay.
Oh.
Here's Tapeworm. Tapeworm is going to be sold via the Kickstarter. Tapeworm is going to be $25. That's cheap. And this is the pink box, the Kickstarter exclusive pink box, which is full of goodies. Let's look and see. No, you... Okay, here, you can have this. Here, take that. All right. It comes with a poster, a double-sided poster.
Behold.
Ooh, check out the inside of this box. Crystal Flamingo made that. Super good. Wait, did Crystal or did Takara make it?
Crystal.
Right?
Crystal.
Yeah. Here's a little double-sided. There's the Alex Pardee side of the poster, which is super cool. Oh,
Jesus.
careful!
That's the baby's head.
It also came with these very phallic-shaped stickers, which will be coming in here. Here is the game. For those of you who don't know how it plays, you can look it up online. This was what we kickstarted last year. The game's super fun, and these are all the cards you get. And then here's the stuff that you guys really want to see. It came with a bunch of limited edition foil cards.
You should get it just for look how happy the box is making her.
Which all had tapeworm egg mechanics. I won't go over them, but they all come in these boxes. So if you want that, it's only $25 and you get the game, as well as all the cards. You guys want me to unbox this? Because this is cool. I'm making a mess. Let me unbox this. You guys got to see the figures. These are the original figures. We're reprinting these figures, and we're making a shitload of new ones.
Many.
All right. There, first box. It's called Isaac. Isaac and his Isaac.
What does it mean?
Oh, there it is. Look at the quality. Look at the quality. Look at this.
So cute.
Look at the detail. Stop.
Okay.
There's a little hiney. You could see through the
there it
tears.
is.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm hoping that everybody here's backing the Kickstarter. If you back the Kickstarter in the first 48 hours, you get a tainted... Well, wait, I did a little special thing. Watch this. Watch this. You get a tainted version of this guy.
Yeah.
It's a beat up tainted version. He'll be a little bit more pale too. The tainted version of Isaac doesn't want to focus, but it looks really good and the details is very high. Come on. There it come what? Don't look at me.
Let me do it. Is that why the people do this? They like hold their hand up behind the thing.
Right. Yeah. It's so. I think it's like trying to focus on my face.
Oh, my hand is so.
I'm gonna unbox Maggie and then I'll save the rest for later.
I'm gonna get it.
Because we got like 5 minutes left.
No.
All of the figures will be available. There are shitloads of them, and you can get the full collection of them for $200. That's a lot of them, though. Or you can just buy the new stuff, in case you backed the previous Kickstarter. But Maggie... So Maggie, in Repentance, was actually changed because of this figure. This figure's hair was just so well done. God. What if I like...
What about this?
Yeah. Go close. There you go.
Oh.
Cover me up. Cover my face up. There it is. I can't see a goddamn thing.
Wait, no, yeah, no. Forward. No, yes.
There she is. Doo, 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 doo. I should have prepared for this. Look at that hair. She's fantastic. These fucking figures are fantastic. Let's move on. You guys want to know about a playmat. You wanted to see how giant this fucking playmat is. This is half of it. This is half of the playmat. You put this on your table if your table's this big. And you connect it
like that.
To the other side.
Maggie down.
With the trapdoor in the middle, and there's little places for you to put all your cardies, and there's little and the cool thing is the heart tokens will fit into these, so you can keep track of your life and then remove them and then whatever else. So 2 of these go together, and that's what you play on. This is my poncho. Ugh. This is something I dug up that I actually don't have in my personal collection, and I didn't realize I didn't.
I don't recall seeing this.
This was an add-on that we sold during the last Kickstarter that's not available now! But I wanted to see it, because I haven't seen it up close. It is a very small little plush keychain. It's very squishy. I think she could play with this. Look.
Binky down.
You want to see something else you can't get? I've got an Alex Pardee single-player playmat. But there is a playmat... Oops. There is a single-player playmat by Peach. I believe it's pronounced Momoko. What? Is it Momoko or Momoko? Momoko. So it'll be the same dimensions as this. And look cool as fuck. But you can't have this one. This is done. This was the Alex Pardee single-player playmat. You could buy a bunch of them and put them together and, you know, play on these. Or you could just use this for your other card games.
Or a big mouse pad.
Or a big mouse pad. Yeah, it could just be a big old mouse pad. Kickstarter is live. All right, go pledge. You go. Okay, that's a lot of money that's happening right now. What the fuck? This is always really weird to watch.
This is my favorite part.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and Danielle can sit here.
Look how fast it moves.
And talk to you guys.
How is living with Ed? I don't know. I've lived with him for half of my life now. It's pretty good. I can't read and I don't know how to pause it. What do you want your kids to be like as adults? Good people. Ed doesn't always have stinky farts. But when they are stinky, they are so stinky. I could go like deep into that. So I really like Samson. And of the tainted ones, I really like that's the sink.
I'm washing my hands in the sink.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying.
Tainted characters.
Of the tainted characters, I like it's been so long since I haven't played since we moved in.
I know.
Haven't even like opened my laptop. Lilith. How many years have I known Edmund? 21. I don't like this poggers. And then with Sinvicta poggers.
Sinvicta poggers?
Get it out of here. Somebody asked if you had stinky farts.
No. No, I would say the ratio of stinky farts versus non-stinky farts would be 80% of the time not stinky. I have airy farts. The farts that I get are from allergies. And they don't make a stinkiness.
But when they stink.
Well, of course, when they stink, they're going to stink. But for the most part, my farts don't really stink. I farted so many times today, and you did not complain in the slightest, and I never smelled it once. So I'm very well renowned for my odorless farts.
There was a time, though, where I was worried that if you lit a match in our bedroom, we would explode.
I had gotten extremely ill. Me and Tyler both got we got this thing called the norovirus, which is the virus that they get on like cruise ships where everybody gets like diarrhea for days and they get super dehydrated. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. I was farting constantly, bloating up with air, and it damaged my stomach for years after that. So yes, Danielle, I did have stinky farts because I was dying and horribly dehydrated. I want to show something.
Oh no.
It's this. It's this. All right, spoiler. There's this man. His name is Jamie.
Daddy.
Jamie Shannon is his name.
That is interesting. That is two androgynous names.
Jamie Shannon. And it's he. And they made a show called Mr. Meaty. I contacted Jamie because I had a dream, and the dream was him making a Duke of Flies puppet. And then I thought we could take a picture of this thing and turn it into a Forest Souls card. And that is what's going to be happening. And I'm positive you guys will have unlocked it in the next, 24 hours. But I don't remember when it is. But look at this. Look at this thing. Hi. I'm Duke. Isn't this fucking cool? This is just one of many cool things that people have done and or sent in that I've turned into a Four Souls alt art card. You guys have unlocked stickers. At 100,000, stickers will be added to the Requiem box. At 300,000, which we've already passed, we've unlocked nickels. We've unlocked 10 silver nickels. This will be added to the big boy box. You guys have unlocked nickels. I said that. They're fucking, I'll show you tomorrow. I don't have them on me. They are nickel-sized silver coins that are plastic. They have a 5 on them, and on the back they have a pentagram. these are all added to the big box. And we've at 500,000, we've unlocked Tainted Coins. So all of the regular coins in the big box will all be tainted. That means that they will be tarnished and very weird looking. I think it looks really cool. It looks like, I think technically it's oxidized. So they look like oxidized pennies. And that's what you guys have unlocked. The next unlock is at 700, which will no doubt happen while I'm sleeping. And then we'll cross that bridge tomorrow. But we've got some unlocks. I promise tomorrow at noon, I will put up the first thing of social goals so you guys can get moving on that so you can start unlocking more warp zones. You have my word. I think I actually have it rigged up to go live at noon regardless of if I'm alive or dead. So that will happen. And Javon, if I am dead, you will have to fulfill this, to fulfill their wishes. I allow you to have access to my computer. Oh, 800 says I'm seeing your spam. Javon, 800 says I draw them. We have to limit. Javon, it still says I draw them in the $800 tier, and that I don't draw them in the $800 tier. I can only draw 50 people. I will die. What is it? The $800 tier says that I will draw them.
And that's how many people can do unlimited?
I'm gonna look and see how many people did this. I hope they're not mistaken. We'll just probably put a cap on it. You have no idea, that will kill me. How many people have pledged that tier? Oh, people already bought. What? Everybody already bought up the draw you as Isaac tier. That's gone. Oh no! 136 people have the $800 tier, and it says that I'm going to draw them.
No, but I'd like to see it.
I'm not going to draw you. Javon, stop! I can't draw 200 people. That's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, no. I'm revoking your ability to... They get everything! No, they get a huge... Like, they get everything in the Kickstarter, and it's already, like, at, like, $200 off. And, no. No! Javon, make it better! I look like a scammer now. Everybody's going in on this $800 tier. That $800 tier would have been $1,000. No, I don't even know what I would have put a price on that to draw 200 people. Stop. Stop backing the $800 tier. I'll make up for it. I'll sign 2 prints. I don't give a fuck. Javon, where does it say that where does it say that? Where does it say? It says that on the mega tier, there is no visual of me drawing anybody. It says that it includes Lilith, Blue Baby, Beanies, Stress Ball, blah, 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 Mega Figure, Holy Rollers, exclusive print, signed by me. It doesn't say anything there. Does it say it in the sidebar? In the sidebar. Let's see. Let's see for the sidebar. So in the sidebar, it says... It does say! Javon, it says in the sidebar for the $800 tier that I will draw them as Isaac. It doesn't say it on the visual, but it says it on the sidebar. Somehow that was missed. I'm not drawing. How many people are there now? Stop. 136. So a few people backed out. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not drawing people. It's not that I would if I could, but there's no way in hell I can draw that many people. I will die.
How many people did you do for other ones?
I drew 50. 50 is a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That took a week of everyday drawing. So 200 people is a bit more than that. I hope to God you're listening, Javon. He says he's closing it. Oops. I will say this though: the $800 tier is an astounding deal, and like I alluded to before, I'm quite sure that the Baby Plum plush will appear, and when we add it, you get it because this tier does say that you get everything. So the value of the $800 tier will go up exponentially as this Kickstarter unfolds. We're at 610,000. 4,000 backers. That means 4 cards have been unlocked. Also keep in mind too that all of you guys, all of these backers are going to be getting the Tainted Isaac figurine free. Now, let's get to these questions. Feel free to ask them. I'm gonna let it cruise for a little while, and then I'm gonna stop the chat. There's the question, and this is a good question. How do I get add-ons? Okay, so originally we were going to use Kickstarter's add-on feature, but it's in beta, and we don't necessarily want you guys to trip over any possible issues. So what we're going to do is simple. You can scroll down and you can get the in-depth breakdown, but it's basically this. If you want anything as an add-on, you simply open up your pledge manager, you open it up, and you add money to it. You add that much money. So if you add $50, then when the Kickstarter ends, you will have $50 to buy stuff with when it comes to add-ons. So if you scroll down to the bottom, man, this thing goes on forever. Scroll down all the way down. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see something like, I want the Lilith plush, and I've pledged, and I've done the $35 pledge. You will open up your pledge manager and you will add $40 to that pledge. And then at the end of the Kickstarter, so nobody is being charged right now. There's no credit cards being charged. Nothing happens until the very end of the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter closes and you guys configure your order and we charge you. Whatever money you add to your order will be allocated for add-ons. So you will actually be like, it'll be like, oh yeah, you have $40. What add-ons would you like with that $40? And then you can mix and match. Or you can just get the Lilith plush like you wanted. And that's how add-ons work. Are any of the add-ons limited? No. These are going to, we are going to, the way this works, because this is a Kickstarter, is we're going to print as many as you guys are, probably a little more than whatever you guys order. And so it's a guarantee. You will get the add-on. That's going to happen. There's no limited add-on tiers. How do we get the 2 promo cards if we promise to back early? If your email that you signed up with on that website that I forgot to tell you about before this started, that is no longer available, we simply check your email from the Kickstarter with what we have signed up, and then everybody whose emails connect, we will send you the promo cards. That's how that works. It comes in your package. Does it charge on the 1st or the 30th? You know, I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it charges right after it closes. You've got a certain amount of time to finalize your pledge. I think like 2 weeks. Javon can give you the information on that. That's a technical thing, and I don't want to say something it's not. Is the angel figure only in the $150 tier? Yes. The angel figure is exclusive to the $150 tier and above. There is no other way to get it. You will not be able to buy it and purchase this as an add-on that is a reward for people who back at a high tier. You can only get it from the $150 tier and above. Can I upgrade tiers? Of course you can. That's one thing people are scared of. They're worried that if they sign up in the first 48 hours to get the Tainted Isaac figurine, that if they modify their order, it'll lose it. You will not. We keep track of when you signed up. That's all that matters. If you pledged any amount of money right in the beginning and then raised that pledge up above $35, it locks you in right there. And you can move that shit around. Like you could move all the way up to 800 and then you could be like, oh, it turns out I'm being scammed and I'm not getting assigned. I'm not going to get a drawing. Then you could just move down. There's no issue with that. You will still have access to the Tainted Isaac figurine for signing up in the first 48 hours. And like I said before about add-ons, if you want add-ons, you just add some money on, and it'll save the money for the end, and you can configure your add-ons. What can I humiliate myself with to get some free stuff? I have lots of stuff that you can do that will be humiliating, that will unlock new stuff. Don't worry. At least my rule of thumb is for every social goal to-do list, at least one will be embarrassing, because that's so fun, right? And Danielle's suggestion of coming up with an Isaac dance, I think, is great, and I think I want to modify one of the. I'll just put in a later tier. Initially, I will admit that when I said, "Hey, anybody out there want to draw some with really cool bold style? Want to draw something cool for the Binding of Isaac?" I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get bombarded with trash." And there was some trash, and those people, they're trying. They're probably like 10, but it's not. I mean, trashy 10-year-olds. But I was taken aback by. I mean, you guys are pretty fucking cool. I am still blown away. Like, I am in awe, and you guys will see how cool this shit is. It is insane. And we got some really cool artists too. Some really well known, sweet. Not like sweet, like cool, not like nice. They weren't nice at all, but they're cool.
Yeah, terrible people.
Terrible people, but great at drawing. There's a 6-inch angel figure, the angel boss figurine. 6 inch. It's twice the size of these little figurines. Look, I mean, well, this figurine's probably 2.5 inches. So imagine.
Double.
I don't think you can handle it. Can you handle all 6 inches of Angel Isaac?
How wide
or
is it?
Just the wingspan?
Youch.
It's like that.
I can take it.
Do I need to purchase the base game again for the Angel Isaac figure? I'm sorry, but it's true. You will. But I've got some news for you. It is worth it. Why is it worth it? Because all of the cards have been remade. All of the cards have new backgrounds. I will be showcasing them. They look fucking phenomenal. They really, really, really pop. Mm-hmm. I've updated little bits and pieces here and there art-wise, and Seven Nut has gone through and updated. This is my hand? He's gone through and updated the wording on everything, and we've rebalanced like 10 or 15 cards. Also, the Four Souls Plus pack is the same situation. It's also been updated. It's also been tweaked and touched in all the good places. Hey guys, what should we call the new mega tier? Because we had to like delete it. What should the new mega tier be that you guys have? We'll have to figure it out. Do I have to get Tapeworm games separate from the Kickstarter? Tapeworm is an add-on. I think it's was it $25? It was something cheap, right? If you want Tapeworm, you open up your pledge manager thingy. You open up your pledge, and you just add 25 big ones to your pledge, and you will have access to Tapeworm at the end of the Kickstarter. The Angel tier comes with what box? The Angel tier comes with everything. The Angel tier comes with all of the game pieces. So it comes with the full collection tier. I'll show you how it looks in here. Yes, this is a gold box. This is my personal collection. I've got 8. And I'll show you what it looks like inside so you can see how these things will be.
Ooh.
No longer worth $250, I'll tell you that much.
Ooh.
So this is what the old box looked like. There's a spacer here, cardboard spacer, and here's all the good bits and pieces here. Here's the coins. So this is the old gold box and all the limited edition stuff that it came with. But as you can see, the cards are packed. And like this is a pack of all the character cards. There's a pack of the starting items and the souls. And I believe this is the gold box pack. So this is the 68 bonus cards. It seems like a thick, I don't know. 68 bonus cards that came exclusively to the gold box. So that's how this thing will be packaged, and if you'll get a shitload of these little packs with all the different expansions in the big box, which is what you want. Trust me. By the way, you guys have unlocked something else. You guys have unlocked at 700,000. Oh, that happened fast.
Oh, look at the guy.
Aw. It's okay. You guys have unlocked card dividers for the big box. You guys have also at this point unlocked 5, count them, 5 on alt art cards. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to get some more cards made.
What?
When will it ship? I don't know. Things have slowed down considerably. There's our daughters.
Look, Peach looks just like a blonde Ed.
I just need that gap tooth. I'm not sure. Javon can update that, but I'm assuming it will be next year. We can only pay with card. Yes. They don't allow PayPal because of some reason. This has always been an issue. There she is, doing her impression of Tyler. It has always been an issue with people when it comes to payments. And there are ways, if you look up online, like what do I do if all I have is PayPal and I want to back a Kickstarter, there are ways to get like temporary credit cards and stuff like that, which you could look into if you'd like, but they don't take they only take credit card. That's the way it is.
Here's
a number of valid reasons.
Our baby crushing another baby's head.
Oh my God, what has she done to her? Look how bald she was there.
I know.
Do you have full-size pictures of the t-shirts? We do, and we should probably post them. Javon, can you get me full-size art for the t-shirts so I can tweet them so people can see them? Thank you. What card sleeves do we need? I wish I had my box here. I think I do. I'll be back in just a sec. Oh, what a throwback. I want to do contests too. I do have a few full foil. Look, I think I've got one over here. Look at this. I've got a few of these, a handful of them. I want to do some contests. I want to give them away like I did with the tapeworm. Even if you're not part of the Kickstarter, you can participate in this. So if you're so poor you put a gumball on layaway, maybe something will happen and you're going to be, you got to make up for your poorness somehow, right? So you got to be good at something. Here's my collection. This is my sleeved. So these are perfect fit sleeves. So the cards look like this. They're very snug. I prefer these, and that's it. Simply perfect fit sleeves. Isaac,
can I get that as a shirt?
What?
Wife, please smile. I'm trying to read the fucking thing. I can't.
Wife,
please smile.
That's all I say every fucking day. God damn, wife, please smile. Okay, now what? What do you guys want? What do you guys want? What is this? Volaki? Who got that joke? Who got that joke?
Me.
All right.
It's me.
Will Tainted Isaac increase shipping cost? I don't know. Probably. Just maybe a little bit. We can't fit it in the box. So yeah, it might. Can I say something inspirational to the creators that look up to me? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Someone's asking.
I thought they were. Can they say something inspirational?
No.
I was very confused.
Yeah, I can. You want to hear my inspirational speech of the day? Do what you're doing because you love doing it, and you will always be happy. And that is the truth. So as long as you're happy, success will also follow you because people will see how much you love doing what you're doing. And it helps to be honest. And it helps to...
Better work that day job.
Exactly. It helps to just work really hard to get where you're going to go. But if you default to doing something like this, if you default to being a creator because you simply love being creating things, then you will always have success because it'll always feel good. Don't go in because you think you're gonna, make $1 million or even have it pay the bills, because it probably won't. Like, I wasn't able to pay rent with my games until Super Meat Boy came out, and that was 9.5 years of work in order to get there.
And on that day, I finally smiled.
So that's something to keep in mind. Like, and I never complained about it because I loved what I was doing. And every day I came home and worked nearly for free, because I loved it and it made me happy. So I was always a winner.
And he wanted to ignore me.
And I just didn't want to. I mean, she doesn't smile much, so what's there to look at? Are the tarot cards included? The tarot cards aren't on the Kickstarter, bro.
No.
There is no tarot card representation in any way, shape, or form. Tarot cards, I do have a few. I have like 20, maybe 30 of them in my garage. If I do a mystery box tier, which is possible, I might throw it in to every single mystery box, and that'll be the only way to get them. There may be a handful of them on the Nicholas store if you can dig around. They might have sold out. I know they brought them to cons, so I'm not positive what
sizes can they get the shirts in?
I think any size. We're working with the printer that prints Alex Pardee t-shirts, so they're going to be really, really nice, high quality t-shirts. They're going to be very comfortable, and they're a very good printing company in the United States. I think they're down in LA. I think. I could be wrong. San Diego. Javon knows. He talked to him. Baby Plum Plush when? We're working on it, and by we I mean Javon. What? Oh, there's two babies now sleeping. Smile. Yeah, so Javon, let's do all the shit but the sketch. Just say everything but the sketch tier. I think that's a good way to word it. We're going back and forth on that. Javon suggested the colossal tier, all the shit but the sketch. So Baby Plum Plush,
Sucker.
I hope will happen.
Can you dab with your wife?
Why not? Let's dab. How do you do it?
We go?
Am I doing it right? Is this dabbing?
Poggers.
I watch Drag Race. Why not Samson Lazarus figures? Because Samson and Lazarus are the least wanted figures. So all the figures that we printed were based on polls that people said they wanted, and Laz and Samson were the last on the list. But we're also missing Bethany and Jacob and Esau as well. So eventually we'll get them all. I hope so. I hope we do some more. We have to, right? It'd be terrible if we didn't. Will the Tapeworm 4 Souls cards be reprinted? No. How much will the Baby Plum plush be? I don't know. I assume it'd be somewhat close, if not $5 more than the Monstro plush. I could be wrong. It could be bigger than I assume. If that's possible, then we will... it'll probably be $10 more. Okay, if I already have the base game and I don't want the Gold Treasure expansion, which one should I buy in order to not buy the full game again? You would be going for the $65 tier. It's called the Big Boy Box. That's what you want. Honestly, that's what everyone should be getting. If you don't have the money and you can only pay $35, that's your only excuse. But I'm telling you right now, you will need the big box to hold all the cards. They simply won't fit sleeved at all into the base game box. Not only that, but we are going to be packing the fuck out of this box, and we are at 860,000 and 6,000 backers. Do you want to look like a fool?
Seeing all that stuff that you could have had.
You'll be hanging with your friends, and you'll break out the Requiem box, and then this guy will drop down this chest. No. let's play with my cards. And then it'll open. And it'll be glowing with all the extras. And then he'll go, and then all the alt cards will like fall out everywhere, which you guys have already unlocked 6 of, by the way, because we're up to past 6,000 backers. Those will all be the majority of the unlocks outside of the warp zones, which also come in the big box, will be in the big box. So again, the big box is everything that's in Requiem, but a huge box with a shitload of extras. You've got the dice, the dice. You've got
You idiot.
It is dice. You've got the custom Isaac faced red dice. You've got the black bloody bag that contains 10 heart tokens. You've got the 10 nickels that we need to update on there too. You already unlocked that. What else you got? You've got the 100 tainted pennies, which looked very different than the original pennies. They're oxidized. You've got the so far 6 alt art cards, which are exclusive to the big box tier, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the card. What is it? The card dividers. And if we hit 1 million, there's going to be another pretty substantial unlock to that as well. I will say this. Yes, this Kickstarter is insanely successful already. we've almost made half of what the last Kickstarter made. Did we make 2 points? What did we make? Did we make 2 point something million, or did we make 3? Do you remember? I don't remember what we made. Either way, it's a lot of money, and there's a lot of people here, and you guys are awesome. But the thing that makes me more happy is all the stuff that's actually to come. Like, I will have a lot more fun and be a lot more happy seeing you guys do goofy shit.
Once we see you guys do funny stuff.
Unlocking warp zone cards.
2.65.
Oh yeah, we're almost halfway there. I don't have anything else to show. That's all I brought. We've gone through everything. I can show this. I can show the promo cards for the thing that hopefully you all signed up for that you probably didn't, and then you can't get, so I'm just teasing. Here are the Corrupted Data and Ultra Pride cards that came for signing up for the early bird email tier. That was that.
What happened to the mega tier?
The mega tier transformed, and I guess you guys are buying it because this thing's going up really fast. Let me refresh it so I can see the mega tier.
I think it's because I smiled.
The mega tier. That's it. It's just the mega tier. And it's
Why
up here.
are you wearing the Toy Story Sid shirt? Because he's a bad boy.
Yeah. Sorry about it.
It's called cosplay. Jesus.
What is the big storage chest going to be made of? I don't know yet.
Skin?
I don't know for sure. But we'll figure it out and we'll give you all the details. But it will be substantial. I mean, no, I don't want some shitty fucking box. It will be good. For people who really want the draw you as Isaac tier, there is a small probability that late in the Kickstarter, and you can upgrade to this, that I will add 10 more or 20 more or whatever I feel like I can do. So because I do feel bad that you guys really wanted that and couldn't, and it sold out so fast. It's fucking hard. I wish I could. I don't just fucking. So this was what I drew. I'll put this in somebody's mystery box. This is what I drew as the template for like the temporary the image to show you what I'm. This is not what it's going to look like. If this was what I was drawing and this was all I was drawing, then it would be no issue. I'm actually going to get a picture of you and draw you. Like, I'm going to draw you. Yeah, but so yeah, it's more in depth than you guys probably assume, which is why it's expensive. Into the Kickstarter.
We get 2 beanie for $20?
I believe it's 1 beanie per. I believe beanie is $20 each.
That's showing a dark beanie or
yeah, stress ball as well. It's singular. One stress ball is $10. I mean, unless we're wrong, but the T-shirt says $25 and it shows all five. It shows all five of them. Before I go pee.
They said they noticed there was a mega figure pack. Wondering if there's a possibility there would be a mega plush pack.
We could do that. Javon, you want to do some sort of maybe? Oh, so when we do the baby plum plush, then we should probably do a mega plush pack. We'll do it then. Javon is working on the language stuff. We don't have all of the. We don't want this to turn into the mega tier situation all over again, where we're promising something that doesn't exist. So we want to be really careful about this. It is expensive to do. Not to translate, but also print a whole bunch of new cards and have them templated. This is 700 something cards. It's not as easy as you'd think. It's not just like, oh, well, you just say translate to this language and it translates everything and it's fine. It has to be templated. Yeah. That's the thing I worry about the most. Like this game, me and Seven Nut have been working on templating, mostly him. Making sure everything fits and looks perfect and makes sense. That is difficult, and it takes a lot of time. And we want to make sure it's actually worth it. So we need to gauge and see, like, you know, is France ordering the most? Is Germany ordering the most? We got to figure that out. What? This is what I'll do. If you feel fucked over on the $800 tier and you really wanted that draw you as Isaac thing, I'll do 10 more and I'll let you guys know like the exact time that we're going to do it. And maybe we can try to sync up so you can gain access first. How do you get a mystery box? Mystery boxes don't exist yet. It's something we did late into the Kickstarter last time when I came up with a bunch of goofy shit for people to do. Or not for people to, well, weird tiers, because I also did the Haunt Me tier, which I still have the tombstones for, where you pay a shitload of money and I put your name on a tombstone and leave it in my yard. The mystery box tier would basically be, I get a box, like a flat rate USPS box, and I fill it with as much shit that I have around the house as possible. I draw little pictures, I throw it in. The cool thing last time, so I had a bag of that super limited edition PAX bloat card, which I thought was trash at the time, and now is like the most valuable thing ever printed in Four Souls history. I grabbed a handful of those cards and I threw them in each of the boxes. So those people got a shitload of cards. If you see a PAX bloat online, I could almost guarantee that it came from one of those people's mystery boxes. So we'll probably do that again. I don't know what the tier will be. But it'll be a limited tier, and I'll probably do a handful of boxes for people of shit around the house. And this will, where's this thing? This will 100% go into somebody's mystery box. Oh, and this too. This is going to go in somebody's mystery box.
So, can we get this thing? This is Ward Zones.
That says Warp Zones.
Oh.
Ward Zones. Oh, there's no E. Yes. I'm going to add this.
Words on.
I will add social goals and wardzons 1 and 3. I'll add this to your mystery box that doesn't exist right now. Will the box be hinged? You know, I'm not sure how it'll be hinged. Javon says he has a few options that he'll throw at me, and we'll kind of go from there. I want it to be as cool as possible. And once we have, if we somehow get a prototype within the Kickstarter, which probably won't happen, I'll let you guys know.
And then if we get another
boss figures. So technically, the Angel Isaac is a boss figure. I did a poll, and a lot of people really liked that figure, or liked that boss. So that was one of the options, and people really liked. The other one was Monstro, and we turned that into a plush. Once in the future, once all the figurines are actually made, I would like to do bosses. So maybe next time, but no. Who's my favorite YouTube streamer?
The best question.
My favorite YouTuber / streamer is Pay Money Wubby. What are some cool ideas your wife had that you put into the Isaac universe?
all of them?
Pick one. It's hard to remember exactly what she came up with.
We
but
don't
then
even know whose idea is whose.
Sometimes we'll be talking to people, and then I'll say something about something I came up with, and then she'll say, I came up with that, and I'll realize that she's lying to make me look bad. All versions of Requiem in this Kickstarter will come with all the Kickstarter bonuses. Are you going to sell some Delirium or Dogma stuff? There's no plan to do either of those things for figurines or plush right now. Is it true that the Lost and the Guppy plushes won't return? Yes. I'm sorry. We can't reprint everything. A lot of stuff from the first Kickstarter will not be reprinted, but Azazel was the most requested and the most begged. People really wanted him to come back. I was so surprised. I thought Isaac would be the top seller, but like the Azazel plush is sold out so fucking fast. So yes, they will come back.
So the
but Guppy and Lost, no. I mean, there's a chance that we can always sell the Tainted Isaac after the fact. You just won't get it for free, and it'll probably be like $20.
And it'll be like $1,000 shipping.
When people ask me about piracy, I just don't give a fuck. When it comes to other countries, I understand how difficult it is to import things. I understand how stupid a lot of other countries are when it comes to their rules and what you can and can't have.
I would steal my mom's purse.
I am 1,000% okay. If you're in another country and you don't have money, you can steal my digital games. It's harder to steal these games. But if I've gotten multiple people who showed me that they drew up every single card. They drew them. They didn't print them out from the website or whatever. They drew them up so they could play Four Souls. If I could get this to you digitally for free, I totally would. And I don't hold it against anybody who pirates my games if they're in a situation where they simply can't purchase them. It doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. And I know that there are some fucked up places out there. Will the $800 tier have the mystery box? No. If and when we do the mystery box, it will be a limited edition tier at an undisclosed amount of money. If you want it, you would have to lower your tier from the $800 tier, or maybe raise it. Maybe we go high, maybe we go 900. We'll do that. We'll just have to do that. Honestly, the mystery box will just have to be like $1,000 tier. And you go up to it. So you would get everything plus the mystery box. Javon confirms the mystery box will go above $800. So it will be the everything tier plus the mystery box.
updated rule book.
Yeah. That's something we're still working on now too. Currently it's in the works digitally, but of course once we have the full rule book written out and mapped out, we hope to actually have it printed and added probably to the big box tier. All backers of the big box tier and above have unlocked tier tokens. They're these tier shaped clear tokens. There's 10 of them. Tier tokens. They're these clear blue tear droplets that you can use as tokens to put on cards to keep track of things.
That sounds...
You guys have also unlocked 7 alt art cards, which is fucking cool.
my favorite Tainted character is, I think Lilith.
Who was your favorite artist not selected from Twitter the other day? I can't choose. My favorite artist that has worked on Four Souls alt art cards so far is actually an artist I didn't really know that Danielle collected art from. What is her name?
Sandra.
Her name is Sandra. And that's all we'll say. We won't even say what kind of art she does. There will be people that are both upset and will be upset and cheer at the same time when it comes to at least one of these artists. I've got some pretty iconic artists out there who are iconic in ways that you wouldn't expect.
How often will streams be?
I want to do as many streams as possible. So my schedule looks like this. When Peach is at school, which is basically from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's the time I have to do work. So I'll be working on the Kickstarter, maybe streaming, doing updates, whatever else. And then we also have from like 10 to 12 to do whatever as well. So sometime in those little pockets. Can we get an option to add the figures individually? No. So I'll tell you some behind the. I'll reveal some information from behind the DM screen. It's not smart to do individual figurines because there will just no doubtedly be one figurine that everyone wants. So in order to realistically, so there's the people who want the individuals and there's people who want the full collection, and it's not financially smart for us to sell only individual ones, because then lesser figurines won't be purchased, and then we'll have this backlog. It's like when I was little and I would go buy Ninja Turtles, there would be 1,000 April O'Neils because nobody wanted that, but only the collectors would buy those April O'Neil things. So I don't want there to be, I don't know who the lesser ones would be, but much like the Azazel debacle before, Azazel sold out instantly, and we had a shitload of Isaacs, which did eventually sell. No doubt they will sell, but there will be social goal unlocks that have nothing at all to do with the financials or the backers. The social goal unlocks will start tomorrow at noon, and the quicker you get them done, the more we unlock. The next unlock is a big one, and it doesn't unlock until 1.5 million, which may happen while we're sleeping. And I will get to that in the morning. It is actually something that has been drawn by a very prominent artist for Mad Magazine and Garbage Pail Kids, and I think it's really cool. And I think you'll think it's cool too. The play mats are add-ons, or if you get the $800 tier, it will come with the $800 tier. Deck holders, you don't need. It's not a deck holder type game. You're going to keep it all in the box that it comes with, preferably the big box. Will there be rare champion versions of cards, sort of like shinies and Pokemon? I consider doing stuff like that. I do like stuff like that. This isn't a trading card game. This is a card game. Period. It's a board game. It's a card game. Everything's there. So it's not like you're buying packs and there's rarities for cards. And I've found that the majority of people who back stuff like this absolutely hate that when it comes to gameplay. They don't want to like miss out on a card, excuse me, in something that they pay for. No, that's not. As much as I'd like to do it, that's not a thing. Will there be any Four Souls spoiler updates anytime soon? I'm not sure we have full access to that site anymore. It was like a Studio 71 offshoot. I'm not positive what will happen with it. I would like to do a new spoiler site that has a more easily updatable, back end when it comes to updating cards and putting stuff up. Maybe we could do something fan driven. I could just pay somebody who knows what they're doing to maintain something like that. 2 versus 2 mode. You can play 2 versus 2 mode now. You just join with the other person and say first team to 4 souls wins, and then you just fight it out. Will the full collection big box be available as an add-on? No, I don't know if we should add that or not. But if that's something that a lot of people want, we could look into it. Do you plan to add the 68 card expansion as an add-on? No. It wouldn't be fair to the people that have backed the gold box in the past if we're just selling the cards that are hard to get as a full set. Are the silver nickels tainted? I think they're just silver. They're not oxidized or anything weird like that. Which of the bosses in Isaac you came up with first? The first boss that I came up with in Isaac was Monstro. And then the Duke of Flies. Duke of Flies was actually designed years ago on paper, like 10 years before. And he was like the second boss. And then I think it was the Larrys. The Larrys might have been the second boss. One of those three. Can you add art card unlocks for the $35 tier as possible? No. They are exclusive to the big box only. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for making this an insane start. Spread the word. Take it easy, guys. You want to say bye, Peachy? Okay, bye.